Welcome, Madridistas. The passion for the white jersey comes alive here. Stay tuned for the latest updates, transfers, and everything about the greatest club in the world, Real Madrid.
Eduardo Camavinga is packing his bags. His departure from Real Madrid is now only a matter of time. The French midfielder, who joined the club in 2021 from Rennes for around €30 million, has failed to meet expectations after 4 inconsistent seasons. Despite showing flashes of brilliance, his overall performance has lacked consistency. His high-risk playing style, often overly aggressive or reckless, has cost the team in key matches and ultimately worn down the patience of the club's leadership. Real Madrid has made its decision. Camavinga will not be part of the squad next season. The club had hoped to sell him for around €70 million this summer, but a serious injury sustained against Getafe, a complete rupture of the left abductor tendon, has complicated those plans. He is expected to be sidelined for about 3 months, and Madrid is now willing to accept offers in the €55 to €60 million range. Regardless of his injury status, the club is determined to move him on. His time in white is coming to an end. This isn't just a tactical move, it's part of a larger shift in Real Madrid's squad strategy. The club is aiming to rebuild its midfield with more creative, intelligent players, and Camavinga no longer fits that vision. His raw talent is undeniable, but his development has plateaued. As such, his departure this summer is not just likely, it's inevitable. Eduardo Camavinga's chapter at Real Madrid is closing. Real Madrid is going all out to sign Theo Hernandez. The Spanish giants, already planning for next season, have officially contacted AC Milan to inquire about the conditions for the French left-back's transfer. According to transfer expert Nicolo Sciarra, Theo has been put on the market after failing to reach an agreement with Milan to extend his contract, which runs until June 2026. This has opened the door for Madrid, who see Theo as a top priority to strengthen a key position identified by incoming coach Xabi Alonso. With the Alphonso Davies deal now off the table, Madrid is turning its full attention to Theo Hernandez. The French international, who previously played for Real Madrid in 2017, has grown tremendously since then, becoming a crucial player for both AC Milan and the French national team. Currently valued at around €40 million, he is admired in Madrid for his speed, strength, and top-level experience, not to mention his familiarity with the club. Talks are underway, and Real Madrid is doing everything possible to bring him back this summer. Internally, the club sees Theo as a strategic addition capable of making an immediate impact. If the financial terms are agreed upon, Theo Hernandez could very well return to the Bernabeu in the coming weeks. Tijjani Reijnders is the name Florentino Perez is quietly keeping at the top of his list to strengthen Real Madrid's midfield. With Toni Kroos officially departing after winning the 15th Champions League, the club is working behind the scenes to find a worthy successor. The Dutch midfielder from AC Milan, under contract until 2030, fits the bill perfectly: vision, tempo control, precision, and consistency. For Real Madrid, Reijnders is seen as the ideal player to orchestrate the game and bring balance to a midfield that has often looked disoriented this season. The Spanish giants are already preparing a smart strategy to move forward with the signing. The key bargaining chip in the deal is Alex Jimenez. The young Real Madrid academy product, currently on loan at Milan, is highly valued by the Italian club, which is eager to keep him. Real Madrid plans to use this interest to lower the asking price for Reijnders. Talks have already begun between the two clubs, and Madrid sees this negotiation as a chance to strike a major blow without getting into a bidding war with other European heavyweights also watching the player. Optimism is growing at Valdebebas. Reijnders is reportedly open to the idea of joining Real Madrid and becoming a central figure in the club's new long-term project. Florentino Perez is moving quietly but precisely. Signing the Dutchman has become a top priority, and the club is hoping to seal the deal before the competition heats up. A new midfield maestro may soon be walking out onto the pitch at the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid has activated all its resources to secure one of the most powerful transfers of the market, Viktor Gyokeres. The Swedish striker from Sporting Lisbon is having a sensational season, with 52 goals and 12 assists in just 49 matches. His lethal finishing has caught the full attention of the Santiago Bernabeu, and Florentino Perez himself is leading the charge to bring him to Madrid as soon as possible. The club's management sees Gyokeres as the ideal number 9 to complete their new Galactico project. Strong, explosive, and clinical in front of goal, his profile fits perfectly with the tactical demands of the team. Although Sporting has set his release clause at €100 million, Madrid is confident they can negotiate a better deal thanks to their strong relationship with the Portuguese club, with a clear objective of making Gyokeres the new goalscorer at the Bernabeu next season. Within the Sporting department, the message is clear: Gyokeres is a top priority. The club wants to seal the transfer as soon as possible and add him to a squad already aiming to dominate Europe. Takefusa Kubo is back on Real Madrid's radar, and this time the club is determined to bring him home. With Real Sociedad manager Imanol Alguacil on the verge of leaving, Madrid sees the perfect opening to move for the Japanese star. Kubo, who scored 7 goals this season, recently left his future up in the air by saying, "You never know what can happen." In Madrid, those words have been taken as a signal, and behind the scenes, the club is already preparing a serious push to bring him back to the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid still owns 50% of Kubo's economic rights, which would significantly lower the final cost of any potential deal, despite his €60 million release clause. With interest from Premier League clubs rising, Madrid is eager to act quickly to avoid losing another homegrown talent who has developed into a top-tier playmaker elsewhere. The club's leadership believes now is the time to strike. At Valdebebas, they're convinced Kubo has matured into a technically gifted and tactically sharp player, exactly the profile needed for the next phase of Real Madrid's evolution. Talks have already begun, and all efforts are being made to ensure that Kubo returns to Madrid not just as a former academy prospect, but as a key figure in the club's future. Huijsen is on the verge of realizing his dream of joining Real Madrid. The Madrid club, impressed by his performances in the Premier League with Bournemouth, has decided to take all necessary steps to secure his transfer. Although his release clause is set at €60 million, Real Madrid is convinced that this amount is justified for such a talented and promising defender. After several weeks of reflection, the club has reignited its interest and is now working to finalize discussions to bring the young Spaniard in this summer. Real Madrid sees Huijsen as a future cornerstone of its defense, a modern player who can seamlessly fit into the club's long-term project. The player, a fan of Sergio Ramos, is ready to take this big step and wear the white jersey. Since the negotiations began, he has made it clear that his desire is to join Madrid, prioritizing his sporting ambitions over any financial aspects. His transfer is now a matter of timing, and everything points to the deal being completed soon. The leaders of Real Madrid are determined not to miss the opportunity to sign Huijsen. The goal is to conclude the deal swiftly to integrate him into the squad before the next season begins. The club hopes that Huijsen's arrival will bring a fresh dynamic to their defense and serve as a crucial reinforcement for the years to come. If all goes as planned, the young defender could make his first appearance in a Real Madrid shirt at the start of the summer preparation.
Xabi Alonso is on the verge of making a triumphant return to the Santiago Bernabeu, this time, not as a player, but as the head coach of Real Madrid. While the appointment hasn't been officially announced, all signs point to the Spanish tactician taking over from Carlo Ancelotti, who is expected to become the next manager of the Brazilian national team. Alonso, currently managing Bayer Leverkusen, has had a phenomenal season, leading the German club to an unbeaten Bundesliga title and a Europa League final. His modern tactical approach, deep understanding of the game, and strong connection to Real Madrid make him the ideal figure to usher in a new era at the club. The Basque coach has remained respectful toward Ancelotti, not pushing for an early arrival, but conversations have already started behind the scenes with Florentino Perez and the club's leadership. Alonso's coaching journey actually began at Real Madrid, where he worked with the youth teams after his retirement as a player. That experience, combined with his recent success in Germany, gives him the perfect foundation to take charge of one of the world's most demanding locker rooms. Xabi Alonso's potential arrival represents a bold yet calculated move for Real Madrid, a blend of continuity and tactical renewal. Known for developing young talents and implementing a clear, disciplined style of play, Alonso could be the catalyst for a new golden era at the Bernabeu. Fans are already buzzing with excitement, hopeful that one of their former heroes can lead the team back to European glory.
Trent Alexander-Arnold is on the verge of closing a historic chapter with Liverpool and beginning a bold new journey with Real Madrid. After spending 20 years at his boyhood club, the English right-back has officially announced that he will leave at the end of the 2024-25 season, sending shockwaves through the football world. Real Madrid has quickly emerged as his likely destination. According to several close sources, a verbal agreement is already in place, with the Spanish giants preparing a 5-year contract to make him the new leader of their right flank. Led by Florentino Perez, Real Madrid is reportedly doing everything possible to secure the signing. The club sees Alexander-Arnold as the perfect long-term successor to Dani Carvajal, a defender with elite technical ability, pinpoint crossing, and experience at the highest level. Negotiations are said to be in their final stages, and the Madrid board is eager to finalize the deal before the summer ends to ensure the player is fully integrated during pre-season. Bringing in Alexander-Arnold would be a powerful statement from Real Madrid, a club always aiming for the best, and unafraid to act when elite talent becomes available. The English international could even make his debut at the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup, where Madrid will chase another global title. If all goes according to plan, this transfer could mark the beginning of a new era on the right side of the Santiago Bernabeu.